Everybody. We are live. Hello, everybody who's in the chat. Lena just joined us. Hey, Lena, how are you? Guys, we are here tonight with Haley from Only Lawn's Queen. I kind of get that mixed up sometimes. I'll say Only Lawn Queens, but it's Only Lawn's Queen, right?
Yes, it's like a tongue twister.
Yeah. So, how did you come up with that name?
So before I start this, like on a Facebook page, everyone was saying I should get an OnlyFans like account. And I said, heck no. And then I just I randomly came up with it. I don't know.
Oh
It
my
just came to me.
gosh. They were telling you to get an OnlyFans page? Oh my
Yeah, it's like,
god.
what do you want to see? Like my feet in the grass?
That is hilarious. That is
I
hilarious.
know.
Well,
But it's catchy.
I did not know that. I've never asked you that question. So that's good. Um but before we get too far into this, you guys, I'm gonna let Haley introduce herself to you and sit back and listen.
Okay. Well, I'm Haley, obviously from OnlyLawnsQueen, and I live in the Ohio area and I love my lawn. And I started doing this because I love my lawn and I like to entertain people and make them laugh. So I hope that you all enjoy watching my videos if you do. And if you're not, go check them out.
Yes, go check them out, and we'll put that. Let's put your. It's over here somewhere. Where is that? So you have a couple different places where you are. You are on YouTube.
Yes.
She's on YouTube, guys. So you go to that page. She's also on Instagram and TikTok. And I think the first place I saw you was in the SOTL Facebook group, which is now Ladies of Lawn Care Facebook group. And then I started following you on TikTok because your videos are quite entertaining. I enjoy
Well,
them.
thank you.
I do enjoy them. So why don't you tell us a little bit about why lawn care? What do you like about it so much? Why did you decide to build your social media around lawn care?
Okay. Well, I can tell you when I first started liking it was we lived in Illinois and we used to hire someone to do our lawn. And then my husband realized that we could save a lot of money if we did our own, like cheapskate. So they dropped off my new Aaron's Icon mower. And as soon as I sat on that thing, it was like done. Like I loved it. And I just start to love mowing. And then when I didn't know how to do something, I would like look on YouTube or Google it. And then it's like, oh, I can really make this yard nice. And I kind of want it to be like the best yard in the neighborhood. You know what I mean?
That's right,
So that's like how I started really liking it.
right.
But yeah.
So you kind of just it's your story sounds very similar to mine, where you started doing the work and you just kind of fell in love with it, right?
Yeah.
Well, Haley, you have a huge property, so let's hop into that and let's get into some pictures on this nice
Okay.
property that you have here. All right, at the stream. All right, look at this. And this is
That's
only
pretty.
how yeah, that's gorgeous. How big is your property?
It's only like a little over an acre and a half. So it's not massive,
Hmm.
but it's enough to where if you want to do something to the whole yard, it gets pretty expensive.
Yeah, yeah. So, what type of grass are you working with?
So it's a mixture. It is called like velvet mixture, like sports turf, but it has 80% of like tall fescues, 10% is bluegrass, and then another 10% is ryegrass. So it's a mixture of those.
Okay, so you typically keep it cut pretty high, right?
I just love it, like long
Mhm.
like that. So
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, you say that now. As time goes on, how long have you been taking care of it?
We moved in last May, so like not this past May, but the May before that. So it's been not like that long.
Well, and as time goes on, what's going to happen, and I'll bet you money, I'm going to keep watching you. You're going to get that itch for that low cut.
I already am, kinda. Yeah.
It happened to me. I used to love, I have fescue, mainly fescue, and I used to love it cut high. But then as time went on, it just looks so much better cut low because you get that like carpet, that thick carpet look. So
Yes.
yeah, I cut it.
What do you cut yours? What is yours at?
In the spring, I cut it at so I cut it at 3 in the spring, 4 in the summer, and then I go back to 3 in the fall.
That's good. I'm
Yeah,
gonna try that this year too, I think.
yeah, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, Greg, she has a really nice yard, right? It is.
It used to look like that, all right? It's like brown and crispy now. So
All right, let's look at let's see what this is. You want to talk a little bit about this? At what time period were these pictures taken?
this was probably in the summertime to where it's starting to get a little less green. You
Mhm.
can see down in that one picture of the
And then,
backyard with that other person's barn in it. The brown barn's not ours.
oh, okay, yeah.
Yes, that's why our property looks big. That's not ours. But the septic area, you can see I tried to like cut off the picture because it's like so ugly and brown. But because it's so shallow buried that
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
All
But the stripes are looking like fire, right?
right. Oh yeah, absolutely. Um, I think so. You have, if I'm not mistaken, you have an Aaron's mower,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yep.
And you do have. I saw you with the big league stripe kit on it in one of
Yes.
your, yeah, one of your videos. All right, tell us a little bit about this. Nice crispy edges over there. I see.
Oh yeah. Yep. I have an Echo trimmer that I just love. It does a really, it's just a string trimmer, but I love it. It makes some crispy edges. And I learned that the best way to make those edges so crispy is by like standing in the grass. So that's my favorite way to edge.
Okay.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna ask you, because I do see your videos, and I'm telling you, Haley, I could not do what I could not do lawn work without long pants. And so, because I don't know what you're doing, and maybe it's not hitting you and not flying on your legs. And like when I edge, I have stuff flying everywhere, and it's like I've gotten cuts on my leg before because
Yeah.
like, how do you do that?
I don't know. Everyone says that, but it gets so hot. And I just don't think we have a lot of like stones or anything in there. And I think if it hits me, I just take it. I don't know. Like I
Wow,
have scratches on my legs, but I don't
wow,
know.
that's
I like it. Yeah.
hey, you know, if it works for you, it works for you.
Yeah.
I'm all covered up when I'm out there. I can't take it.
Aren't you hot though? Oh goodness. I can't.
I mean, you know, they have these cooling pants and shirts that you can wear and everything. So I just deal with it, I guess, because I've gotten hurt a couple times. So I don't want that to happen again.
Oh dear.
All right. So in the picture on the left, what time period was this? Was this also in the summer?
Yeah, I believe so. Maybe towards the beginning of summer though.
Okay, so this is a before and after of a cut, right? You
Yes.
mowed it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was late spring or early summer because yeah.
So I know that you use gas equipment. How do you feel about the battery equipment?
Um, I feel like batteries should be in tools, but also I think it's awesome that they're putting them in like leaf blowers and stuff because then you don't have like any maintenance. So I'm kind of wondering about like the leaf blower, getting a battery leaf blower.
Hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Aaron's doesn't make a battery mower, so there's just no way I'll ever get one because I love Aaron's.
So do you have a backpack blower right now?
No,
Okay,
I wish.
I thought you had one.
Yeah,
I thought I saw you with one.
I have a steel BG50 is what it is.
Okay,
So
okay. Yeah, see, I have people out there saying, well, they get cut up even with wearing the pants and everything. So
oh,
you're like
see,
freaking superwoman or something out there with those shorts.
YOLO, you know.
Man, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. Hey, G Mama, what is up? Saying hello to some of the guests in here. And let's go ahead and look at the next picture here. Now, let's talk about this.
Oh my
How
goodness.
was the Equip Expo? I saw you all over the place. You were testing
Yes.
everything.
Oh my gosh, it was seriously like this sounds so terrible and nerdy because I don't get out much. It was like the most fun I've had in forever. It was
Yeah.
like an amusement park, but not. I loved trying everything. I loved the new steel zero turn was
Uh-huh.
amazing. I just like zipped around those corners.
I,
You
I,
know, it was amazing.
and then you were like, I saw in one of your videos, you were like, "Can I go again?"
Yeah.
They were like, "Go, go, go."
Yes, it was so fun. And then that spreader, okay, that thing was, I don't know who all has tried one of those, but that was really hard. It's like butt moves. Like you can't, it's like two pieces. I don't know how to explain it. Like you can't steer it very well. Well, I couldn't.
Yeah,
It was really interesting, but it was a lot of fun. You had to be timed in that, and I just was not fast.
yeah. While you were there, what was the was Aaron's there?
Yes,
Did you get
they
to
were.
try some of their stuff?
I did. The one that I asked to go on longer was the Gravely Stealth, the black one with like
Okay.
the American flag on it. That's oh, I would wish I could have that mower. It's really
Okay,
nice.
so educate me here. Aaron's owns Gravely or Gravely owns Aaron's?
It's called Aaron's Co. So I'm thinking it's like Aaron's owns Gravely.
Gotcha. Okay.
I
Now
believe.
it all makes sense because I see you in a lot of Gravely stuff too. So Aaron's and Gravely. I gotcha.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like, see my Gravely sweater?
I hear you. I hear you. Let's move on. Let's hide this for a minute so we can see everything. All right. So this is you were testing out some eco stuff. How was that? I see the backpack blower that you have. That's
Yes, they had so many fun things to try there. That trimmer, or what is it called? Like a hedge trimmer. It had
mhm.
like a guard on it, so all the stuff fell back towards you, and it
Hmm.
started up like a dream. You just yank it, it started right up. And same with that leaf blower. I forget if I started that. I was scared my hair was going to get caught in there, but it was the smallest one, and it was so powerful. It blew all those bricks and everything. Like I
Yeah,
want it, but I'll have to
yeah,
save up because they're expensive. But oh, it
yeah,
was so fun.
yeah. You did a lot more than I did. I went last year. I didn't go this year. But I didn't really. I'm sorry to say I didn't get on a lot of the equipment. I wish I would have, but
That's disappointing. And you
yeah,
better go next year. Are
I
you going
know.
to?
I'm gonna try to go next year. I'm
You
gonna try to
better.
go next year.
Okay.
All right, let's see what else we got here. Ooh, oh
Oh,
wow, wow. Tell us about these. So there's the Gravely right there, right?
yes,
One you were
yes.
zipping around on, yeah,
Yeah. Oh, it's so pretty. It's all like all blacked out. That's my favorite.
yeah. So what about
Yeah,
this
it's
other contraption here? What is happening with that?
okay. I've never ever driven one of those things in my entire life, but so the man was instructing me, and it felt like just like a Tonka toy. It was so great. I mean, I was digging holes and like dumping the stuff. It was so much fun. I'm telling you, I see my face, like I smiled like a loser the whole time. Like I just had the biggest grin on my face because it was so fun.
I feel like you probably tried more than most people there.
I probably did.
Because I mean, would you ever use that piece of equipment
No,
on your property?
no, no. It's
Uh,
just awesome.
that Gravy looks fun. That does look
Oh,
fun.
it was so fun. It rides pretty much like mine. I mean,
Mhm.
it was really nice. Their stuff's really nice anyway, but I'm biased probably.
I hear you. I'm a Toro girl. All right.
Oh,
And yeah, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about that shirt, but let's move over. Let's look at you were replacing blades. And if I remember
yes.
correctly, you said you didn't do too well with that, right?
No, I did fine, but I was not fast.
Oh, you
So
were
there,
okay.
yes, like because I've done it to my own before, and it's fine. But I guess the goal is to be the fastest. But you should take off like all the all the bolts, all the washers at the
Mhm.
same time. You like go like in a row, and then the blades. And I kept dropping stuff, and I just need more hands. I think it was like 50 seconds or something. I don't remember. Someone got 20 seconds. That's like impossible.
Yeah, don't be careful what you ask for. Don't ask for too many more hands. You don't need
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
It just takes practice. That's
Yes.
all. All right, now let's talk about this shirt. So you and I were chatting a little bit about this shirt beforehand, and so this is the forefather shirt that Haley altered because you also sew and things like that, right?
Yep.
You know, I was seeing this shirt floating around Instagrams. so much. And I was like, okay, the guys have found a way to keep us out of things by doing this forefathers thing. And then here you come along and you customize the shirt for yourself. I was like, yes,
Yes.
that was awesome. How much time did
Thank
it
you.
take you to do that?
Oh, those are just so fast because they're just fast. Like the little plain t-shirts are really easy, but I'm like you. I saw this all over social media and I was getting jealous. So I emailed them and I'm like, "Hey, would you be interested in sending me a shirt and I'm going to make it into a cute crop top and I'll like show it and tag you." And they're like, "Sure." And they sent me one and I was the happiest girl alive because
That,
I was
well,
getting jealous. Like
it
you
says a
know, it's
lot.
like,
It says a lot for
yeah.
them that they were down with you doing that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought it was really neat.
Yeah. Let's see if we have any questions for you in the chat. No. Let's get us back up here. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, you guys can see my football game.
Oh no. That was supposed to be a secret.
I guess Dallas is playing right now. Let's see. We have Dan here. He was saying that the other day he was wearing glasses and he got a rock in his eye. Jesus.
Is your eye still there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's like
See, and
scary.
yeah, and that's why, like, when I watch a video, sometimes I am actually afraid for you because I've had stuff fly out from my mower. Usually, when I'm mowing, I don't wear goggles, but when
Hmm.
I trim and stuff, I always do. But I was actually mowing today, believe it or not, mowing my backyard, and some crap started flying up. I was like, oh no, let me go get my goggles because I like to see.
Yes, I like my eyes. Yeah, that's scary. That's really scary.
So yeah, India's in the house. What's up, India? Uh, they're so Jar Landscaping. They're saying that I think they were they went to the expo and they saw that same spreader you were talking about. So it looks like it was pretty intimidating, huh?
Yes. I mean, it was. Like I said, it's like two piece, like a semi. Like think about
Hmm.
a semi, but it was really fun. But I would not get one because, yeah, it
Yeah,
take practice. I don't know, but it was
everything.
nice. Yes, you're
Yeah,
right.
go Cowboys. Yep.
There you go.
14 right now. I am a super fan, so yeah. All right, so let's hop into a few more questions for you. All right, let's talk a little bit about the lawn community and how you've been received. How long have you been doing the social media thing for lawn care? And what types of, tell us your stories. I want to hear them.
Okay, this is entertaining. I started off by like saying, I would ask questions in the lawn groups to get answers. I forget what that lawn fanatics. That's the group I was in. So I started posting things, and people would say that I was like posting soft porn, or that I was trying to get attention, or I'm thirsty, and it's like I'm I'm me. I'm me and I'm working on my lawnmower and everything's related to lawn. And they just said that nothing was related to my lawn. So I start posting more stuff, and every time they started deleting all my stuff because it got reported so many times. I think one time I posted a picture of me like saying, "Oh, it's raining." And I got like, there was like 1,000 more than 1,000 people commenting on it. And some were supporters and some were not. But um,
About it
the
raining?
yeah, like yay, my grass is raining, and they just said I was
Oh,
like
okay.
thirsty, and it's supposed to be funny. People are just really weird these days, I'm telling you. But anyway, I ended up leaving because it's like I'm not going to make these funny videos and then post them and then just get deleted. So people were like, you need to start your own thing, um, because we'll follow you. And there were people messaging me like, hey, did you get deleted? And I'm like, no, I bailed because I was tired of it. And they're like, hashtag bring Haley back. It was really funny. But so I just started my own thing. First on TikTok, I'm like, I want to be TikTok famous, But then I started Instagram. I think Instagram is probably my favorite. So
Yeah, TikTok's an interesting beast. It's huge, right? And
Hmm.
so, and every single platform seems to have different algorithms. So you just don't know. I'm at the point now, I just post the same thing on all of them, and whatever people like, they like, and
Yep.
go with that. I think so. It seems like because you talked a little bit about the fact that you got kicked out. You talked about it in one of your TikTok videos that you got kicked out of a group, and then they asked you to come back. And it's just, I think there's a huge problem with people not allowing people to just be themselves. I mean,
Hmm.
we're not all the same, and we're not gonna be the same. You and I are totally different people. We love lawn care, but
Hmm.
you're looking at us. We're totally different people, and that's okay. And I
Yeah.
think having that visual where you have people that are so different who share something, that's important. And so I'm glad that you kept going. I'm glad that you're doing your thing. Sometimes I do look at some of your videos. I'm like, what is Haley doing now? And it's like the whole risky business thing. I was like, wait, I had to like, because when I opened up Instagram, it was like, boom, risky business. And I was, and like when I initially opened my Instagram, the first thing I do, my finger goes like this, and then I was like, wait, no, what was that?
Well, you saw I made that Aaron's one, right? With the socks. Is that the one you saw?
How,
I had like the socks,
you
and
have
that's
a
why I did
couple
it.
different ones, and I don't know. I was like, what is she
You
doing? But it was
keep just
funny.
keep scrolling. There, it was for the socks, but then
Yes,
people were like, "You need to do the whole video," so I did the whole video just to appease the crowd, you know.
yeah, and I mean that's what I'm talking about. So we're in off season now, right? So
Hmm.
I know that all of the pros out there who give you advice about social media, they're like, don't stray from your niche too much, and do
Um,
that kind of stuff in the stories and all that stuff. But I mean, we're in off season, right? So it's
yeah.
related because you were showing off the Aaron socks. Now I didn't know that until just now.
Oh,
I still thought it was entertaining. So
well, good. Now my page says like laughs lawn entertainment. Like
mhm,
I can't be all lawn care in the winter.
right.
Like you
Yeah,
said, it's like I'll keep posting stuff, but it's not all going to be lawn because there's no lawn to deal
right,
with.
right.
So it is what it is. If they want to watch, they will, and if they don't, then they don't, I suppose. You
Yeah, I
know?
mean, there are things that you can kind of still relate it to. I think you gonna try the paint, the grass paint? I know.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep. I am gonna try that. I'm not allowed to lift that backpack sprayer yet, and it's been so
okay,
cold. It's so cold. So
yeah.
I'm just waiting, but I am gonna try it. I'm very curious to see how well it works, to green it up just a little bit, to not be yucky
And are you
looking.
just gonna do just a small section of your yard, or
I'm gonna try and do the front, the
just
whole
in the front?
front.
And how much?
Yeah, but
How big is that?
oh
Just the front.
dear, maybe half of what the yard is. They sent me 4 gallons, so
Okay, okay,
hopefully I have enough. I'm just gonna do it lightly because, like I said, if you spray it green, that's really weird looking. Like I just want it to be like greener.
yeah.
I
And so
don't know.
you plan on doing some content around that, right?
Yes, yes, I will. Yep.
Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, today when I was out back, my backyard is junk, is trash right now. And I was out there
Mm.
cutting it one last time. Um, and the dogs have like left their mark. And I was like, you know what? I have some endurance grass paint. Maybe I'll paint the back once it goes completely dormant. So I might, we'll see. But it's
Yeah.
so cold that it's gonna take it, that much longer to even dry. So it'd be interesting to see how that works out.
Yeah, that would be. It's good for like dog spots where they pee, is what they say.
Mhm.
So it's worth
Yeah.
trying.
Yeah, it's definitely not worth using grass paint on grass that's actively growing. That just you're wasting your money and
Hmm.
it's just pointless.
Yes. Yeah.
um, all right, so Dan says TikTok made a bad name for the women who really want to post good things. Yeah, I mean, everyone's kind of getting stringent with content, so it is what it is. I came across something the other day on YouTube called there's something out there called DTube, which it's
Okay.
de decentralized. It's like a decentralized YouTube. In other words, it's not monitored. So it's just a free for all out there on DTube.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, no, I don't want that. I like the it being censored to some extent,
Yeah.
to make it fun and for everybody or whatever. So
Yeah. I
um,
feel like if girls aren't dressing scandalous and doing stuff like that, that they don't show the videos. You know, like you rarely see videos that are like not like that of
yeah,
women.
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I don't I don't see it, and if I do, I just go like I don't want
yeah,
to
me
see that.
too.
So it's like, all right, yeah, yep, she is now a lady of lawn care, and she's in the fold. And Dan has got you. He supports us all. Dan is out.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you.
All right, so Greg has a question. Greg is asking, how long does it take to fertilize and treat your yard?
Okay, so that actually doesn't take very long because you don't have to go like line to line. You know, like you skip your stripes when you
Oh,
go. So it
so
probably
yeah.
actually takes, but you'd have to do it twice. So maybe an hour
So what type of
or
spreader do you
45
have?
minutes.
Because it's about
Um,
how far your spreader goes, right? How
yes.
wide is that?
It is a Brinley.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I lied. It's an agrifab spreader
Mhm.
and it's a toe behind. And I usually just like skip like every two stripes or so like that. I don't know if that's how I tell, but it doesn't really take that long. My husband helps me. It's hard to reach the lever when you're on the mower, so he will fill it for me and then pull it, and then I start going, or else you get fertilizer burn spots. Don't ask me how I know.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
So he also wants to know, how often are you sharpening your blades? I guess during the
Okay.
season.
So I'm naughty and I did not even sharpen them once, and that's so bad. And I
Yeah.
now plan on doing it like once a month, but I need to get a lift because how the heck are you supposed to get those blades off there?
Mm.
Like, unless you don't have a lift. So I'm planning on buying a lift and then I will sharpen them. Is it once a month? Is that how you guys all do? Or just like
It,
as
it
needed or?
it varies because I'll do mine every 2 or 3 weeks during the growing season.
Okay.
And I just kind of watch the grass too, but it just varies. You have some people that don't do it very often at all, but that's not good for the grass because that's going to open
No.
you up for like fungus and all kinds of things because your grass is going to be weak if it's like being pulled as opposed to sliced. So
Hmm.
yeah,
So I'll be
and
better this year, I promise.
and he wants to know what is your weed population like?
Actually, we laid pre-emergent just like Menards brand, and it helped so much. Like all I had to do was go spot treat, and maybe like I don't know how many there were, but very like where you could just spot treat them. So
Hmm.
it was really not bad this year, which is good. Last year it was so bad because we weren't here in time to do the pre-emergent
Hmm.
in the spring because we moved in May. So
Okay.
it was kind of bad.
Okay.
But this year it
So
was good.
with the pre-emergent, are you doing, or do you plan to do twice in the spring, like the split application in the spring, and then you're going to do it again in the fall, or what are your plans for that?
Okay, so like this fall we laid one, you know, like the winterizing one, and I believe it had pre-emergent in it, I believe. But I usually just do it once. So I never knew you do a split one. I'll have to look
So
into that.
so
Tell
yeah,
me.
I mean, typically, cool season grass, you don't have to do the split application in the spring. You can do it once, but it's better, I think, to do the split, and then in the fall do it again. Um, Usually like September. What it's all about ground temps. When your temperatures reach a certain point, I think in the spring when they're approaching 55 degrees and you're ready to put your first down, and
Hmm.
then in the fall when they're dropping to around 70 is when you want to go ahead and throw it out. So
Okay. Oh, you don't do two in the spring? You just mean
yeah,
split as in
you
fall?
do
Oh,
you do two in the spring, but
okay.
I think the second one in the spring is when ground temperatures are approaching 65. So the
Okay.
first two,
Oh, I'll
yeah,
have to try that this year, actually. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Hey, YouTube, you'll see it everywhere. Everybody will start talking. It's pre-emergent time, split
Oh,
application, it's pre-emergent time. It's like it's the same thing every year. But I think what people don't understand, those videos come out every year. And some people, like myself, I may do an updated, do your pre-emergent video. And also people have new subscribers who may not know. So it sounds
Hmm.
redundant and repetitive to the lawn community, the people who are watching videos all the time. But you got to think about those new people that are coming in,
Yes.
getting their attention and getting the information out to them. So
Yeah.
yeah, we get so much crap from people like, oh, can you do new content? Can you do new
Uh,
Hey, come on, bro. Like,
yeah. It's time for pre-emergent. Like that's what
right.
people are
It's
just
time.
picky. I don't know.
It's time, and that's what people are searching for. And there may be something
Mhm.
new that you need to tell people. I mean, you just
Yeah.
don't know. So, Abby and Jacqueline were looking at. I think that's the risky. That was
Oh, I don't even know why. Like I said, I debated posting it, but
oh
I
man,
laughed so hard at myself. You just gotta laugh at yourself.
you
That's
do. You
yeah.
absolutely do. I mean, I do so much these days. I mean, like the whole leaving the leaf bag unzipped. I had no clue that I wasn't really mulching that up. And when I saw it, I mean, I was cracking up. Like,
That's funny.
yeah,
That's
but
so funny.
that's it's lawn care. You have that fun.
Yeah.
So you have to do your content. You have people looking forward to seeing that turf paint on you.
Yes. Be patient. I'll do it. I
Yeah.
promise.
I want that. Oh, so Dan is actually in Florida, and that's
You
why
know what, Dan?
he doesn't have an off season. And
You're lucky.
um, yeah, he recently helped his buddy Carlos switch his St. Augustine grass to Bermuda grass, two
Really?
warm season grasses. I I hope that you get more content from Carlos. I want to see how, because the reason he switched is because Bermuda is apparently tougher or better on traffic than the
Oh,
St. Aug, and it'd be interesting to see that. Not that I'm ever going to get Bermuda grass. They're planning on
no. Yeah.
getting. Let's see. Oh wow,
What? I'm really failing. But they mow. Like you guys mow lots of people's, right?
they do.
Well, I guess 10 hours is 10 hours. So 10 hours of blade time is 10 hours of blade time. How do you
Yeah,
keep track of that?
but I like. They also just keep extra sharpened blades because then you just pop on
Yes.
a new blade. Hmm,
Now, I wonder how people sharpen their blades without like a lift. Like, do all you people have lifts, or how
that's
do
a
you get
good
under
question.
there?
That's a
Yeah.
good question. Uh, Abigail, Jacqueline, do you guys have any response to that? Do you have a lift to do that? Hey, hey, Ass Geeks in the house. Um,
Okay.
so,
They do have a lift. It looks like.
oh, they do. Okay.
Yep.
2, 3 extra sets on hand.
Yep. I have to invest this
Yep.
year. I'm going to because, like I said, I'm going to behave and make sure my blades are sharpened all the time. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to keep your grass healthy, you want to keep those blades sharp. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. So I don't see any additional questions in there. So let's go on a little bit to have you had any, since you've been in this house in May, have you had any specific lawn struggles that you're
Oh
working
my.
on or have to fix?
Yes. Okay, so we had voles invade our property. Like in the spring, we noticed them. So all winter long, they were like burrowing their little tunnels. I seriously cried. I know first world problems, but I seriously cried. I'm like, we need to burn the yard. We need to move. Like this is so sad. Yeah, so I like poisoned off all the tunnels, and we did some rat traps, and I found like baby nests. Oh,
Mm,
yeah, it was so gross. So
mm,
I'm gonna be sprinkling some, is it like castor oil pellets or something of that sort, like around the property by the field,
okay.
like across the street in our yard, but we have a field across the street to like hopefully like deter them because I'm about to be on a murder hunt again. And I hope not. So the voles were the biggest problem.
Okay.
And also, like right now we have army worms, I believe. I thought it was, like I said, they buried our septic tank so shallow that it's like dry from like here to here, like a big stripe in our yard,
Hmm.
because it like gets burnt. easily. There's no moisture. And so I thought the armyworm section was part of it. But then I had this guy come out and he looked at it and he's like, I think that's armyworms. So this whole time I could have been treating for armyworms. Like we paid someone like $400 to come spray for armyworms in the spring.
Oh, jeez.
I know. And then that happens. And it's like, you could see in my grass planting video when I overseeded that dry spot, that was the armyworms, I think.
Oh,
So that's a
my
problem.
God.
Oh, I'm just furious.
If it
What?
didn't work, what the heck did they put down?
I don't know. It's some liquid, and I'm mad because that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I was furious.
I think that some of the, not all of them, but some of the companies took advantage of the previous year, the hit that armyworms did to everyone, and they kind of took advantage of customers after that, trying to charge all of this money to treat for armyworms. But the stuff that you put down, even GrubX would help with armyworms. Like they
Oh
really
my
took advantage of
gosh.
that. Yeah, they really.
I'm wondering if I should spray it now. Like, do you spray it now, even though it's not time? You spray it in the spring, probably.
It's nothing. You don't want to do anything to it right now. It's not
Yeah.
safe. So.
Oh, I'm just so mad. But it is what it is. Green paint. Green paint will fix it.
So Greg is mentioning Ballards. I don't know if you have one near you, but I think he's referring to the lifts for the mower.
Yes, you're right. Yep. I kind of like am an influencer for Pro Parts Direct. So I was kind of talking to them about getting one, but I'll have to look into that one too.
Okay. India wants to know what type of lawnmower you have.
Oh dear, here I go. No, I have an Aaron's. It's a 0-turn Icon XD 52-inch, and I love it so much. So.
How old is your mower?
Is it be like 2.5 years old or so?
Okay, then you're gonna have it. I asked that question because
3
I'm
years.
I only asked that question because I'm like, Haley's gonna have one of those Gravely mowers soon. I bet.
Oh, I wish they just like drop one off just to surprise me. Because they say once you have an Aaron's, you'll never get a new mower because it lasts so long. So that's good, but it's also disappointing because I'd like that Gravely as well.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like your kids and your husband probably have some gifts up their sleeves.
Maybe.
And so India says she uses more or less a Jungle Gem. That's what she uses.
Okay.
It's cool.
I have to look into these.
Dan is saying Dialox for armyworms and grubs. Save
I
money.
should be taking notes.
I think Dialox, I looked into that. Isn't that super expensive?
He's saying to save money. Dan, are you really saving money?
Oh yeah, no. Even with Dialox, you're saving money over what you paid those people to treat.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Makes me so mad. Oh.
Absolutely. All right. So the last thing we're going to talk about here, go ahead and put your social media stuff back up here. So what are your plans, your future plans? I know you're working on your YouTube page to get that all set up. For social media, like what are your goals? Where are you trying to go with that?
Well, first of all, I didn't realize this was going to be so much fun. Like I was so embarrassed taking videos because I don't talk on the camera. Like I hate hearing myself, and now it's just fun. So first of all, fun. Second off, I really want to get a good following because I would love to have a partnership with Aaron's and Gravely. Like that, I think that might be my goal. And I need a lot more followers probably.
It's all about the followers.
It really is, and I understand because that would be silly to let me be their person when I don't have that many followers. But even if that never happens, I just have so much fun. So
yeah, well, I'll tell you, just try to be as transparent as possible. I love connecting with the community. I love chatting with them. I mean, I chat with people all day in my Instagram, and I absolutely love it. I'm not super concerned about massive growth or anything like that because I've grown organically, and I do know a lot of my followers, and so just keep that in mind. Keep going. I think people like you and enjoy watching you. So I think that's gonna be cool. But yeah, anything else you wanna say to the people?
I don't really think so. Just thank you so much for your support and for being here to watch us and listen to us. And keep on watching our stuff, right?
Yeah,
Am I right?
absolutely, absolutely. And follow, there's all of her. She's under on all the socials. You're under the same username. It looks like.
Yes. Yep.
Um, yeah, and you hang back with me, Haley, when I get off of here. But I wanted to, guys, I do want to mention. I know you guys have probably seen this. Make sure you go out to Toro.com/12 days for the next 12 days through December 15th. On that last day, they're giving away a zero turn. And I hope that one of my supporters wins that thing. If you win any of this, please let me know. You know where to find me. Instagram is the best place to message me. If you win something, let me know because I'm pulling for everybody. I want you to win this. I want you to win this. I think let's make sure we don't have any. Okay, cool. No more questions. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. Thank you so much, new lady of lawn care, Haley. Follow her on all of her platforms, and I'll catch you the next time. See you later,
Bye.
guys.